Um,
The owner-
here's how we've been doing these. So we'll kind of take it in sections. So we'll do we'll kind of peek around the outside, the front of the property, take a tour of each floor, and what we've been doing is kind of stopping at each floor to see if there's anything that we want to go back and take a second look of. And then so we'll have the outside, front, first floor, second floor, basement, and then the back of the property. And you know, you can, if you have a question, certainly feel free to ask. If you want to use the chat to ask the question, that's fine too, whichever you know, whichever you choose. And then, you know, we're just trying to give you the best you know, the best walkthrough we can given the circumstances. So
hey man, I really appreciate it. I really appreciate your and your sellers' efforts. And Tim and Portia, you guys, we did this before, right? You feel comfortable?
Yes.
Perfect. All right, cool.
Right on. So I think we're good to go. So again, we have Liz is our tour guide. So Liz, can you maybe look up and down the street just to get a sense of the you know, kind of the block here. So obviously mature street, mature trees. The property across the street had sold, I think in late fall or early winter. Another one down the block
That's this one just sold.
Okay. Yep. And so that's down towards downtown. That's the direction of downtown. And the other direction would connect to 22, I believe. All right, go ahead, Liz, if we want to walk up to the front door. There is a home inspection and a termite inspection already done on the property, and those are in the associated docs in the MLS. And the sellers have proactively addressed virtually everything in the home inspection, or a good majority of the home inspection. And we are having a new roof put on as well, and that should be done by the end of next week. So Liz, why don't we tour the first floor first, and then we'll kind of take a pause maybe before we go to the second floor to see if anyone wants a second look at anything. Hardwood floors throughout, obviously the fireplace there. The windows have been recently replaced. So a coat closet, obviously.
Josh, was that fireplace wood or gas? By the way, do you know that?
Liz, that's wood,
wood.
correct? Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
great. Thank
And
you.
working.
And Liz, how long ago were the windows replaced?
Maybe 10 years ago.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay,
That's the dining room.
gotcha. And that dishwasher you walked by, is that hooked up to water in that wall, or is that a portable that you roll over to the sink?
It's a portable.
Okay, great. Thank you.
And those all stay, all appliances.
Okay, cool.
So that's and then the pantry, and that's the footprint of the primary, and then the addition that we're going to take a look at. That was it's been on there for quite a while. It's not something that's new to the property.
It was here in 76 when they bought it.
Right.
There isn't heat or air, but we use a space heater and a unit air here.
Okay. The beams.
And then like a little mud room here.
And Liz, since we're right there at the door, why don't we, instead of going all the way back to the front, why don't we take a look at the back since we're right
Okay.
there?
Just give you a peek of the powder room here.
So this property, the road to the back of the property kind of converges with green. So this is the first one where it's not a double lot. So it's the biggest lot, at least on this side of the street, because as you can see to the right, that's the second lot. So it's a little bit, it's the deepest one or longest one on the street.
Yeah. So, and is there a rear access? Or is that a neighbor back there? Is there an alley or is that a neighbor back there?
So behind the house is 6th Street.
Yeah.
There's no street access and it is fenced in.
Gotcha. Okay.
The pool is new as of last year and the decking was refurbished then as well. And the sellers are planning on having it opened and ready to enjoy the day someone moves in.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk you up just so you can see from the deck to the house.
Tim and Portia, there's a unwritten realtor rule that if you sell a house with a pool, the realtor gets to enjoy the pool. Just letting you know.
Gotcha.
This is the view from the deck.
That's pretty. Wait, stop for a second. Can you look off the deck? I want to see 6th Street from there. Is that okay, please?
Sure.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
No problem. And, you know, everything for the pool stays, you know, these kind of compartments, that kind of thing.
You can also, if you bring up Google Maps and you click on the street view, which is the little guy at the bottom right, the Google Street View is available on both of those streets. You can kind of walk around as if you're there as well.
Cool. That's a pretty deep lot.
So the main roof is asphalt shingle, so that's going to be new, and then the roof on the addition is rubber, so that's going to be replaced with a rubber roof as well.
Who's the vendor?
Bob Sheets Roofing.
Okay. He's been doing that a while.
Yes, no kidding. And Liz, why don't we, since the basement access is right, you know, we're going to walk past that. Let's check that out and then we'll go upstairs.
So we got a block foundation there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I didn't read the disclosure. Did we have water in there before?
The disclosure will be added as soon as we're done here.
Liz.
So I can tell you that the basement is not finished. It's not meant to be finished or to really be dry. There's no water ingress or anything, but it's
I think the connections may be a little
in the basement.
Shoddy in the basement. That said, Liz's sister lived in that room in middle school and high school. That was the only way she could get her own room So she chose that over sharing with her twin. Hey, Liz, I think the connection in the basement is rough, so we might have to come back up to get reestablished. I don't know if you can even hear me.
Here. That's an old oil tank. That's empty.
Not
Are we having
used.
cell connection problems?
There we
I can
go.
hear you.
It's better now.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
Did you want to see anything else in the basement?
You could just answer. I'll look the inspection report from there. Just the one question I had was that you ended up on that tank. That tank is not used. Do you use gas or is it oil heat there as well?
It's gas heat. It was converted a long time ago. So that's an empty oil tank.
Okay.
And I think I'd heard you ask about water. It was built in the 30s, not really meant to have a dry basement. No water, ingress or anything, but it's a little damp. We run humidifiers down there.
Great. Thank you. Yeah, you don't get that custom anymore.
No kidding. Or if you do, it's a hefty price tag.
You ready to go to the second floor?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
So this would be considered the master. This is the largest of the bedrooms.
Okay.
And there's 2 closets in here.
Okay.
2 linen closets here.
Liz, can you just peek in the closet in this one? They're basically, they mirror each other, these 2 bedrooms
Yep.
on this side.
Gotcha. Okay. So that's tile versus vinyl?
It is grouted vinyl.
Grouted vinyl. Okay, gotcha.
The shower's tile.
Gotcha. Okay.
In the hallway there, you can see at the top, there is an attic space as well with a pull down. It's walk up. I mean, you have to duck, but it's a good bit of storage up there as well.
Okay. Cool. What's that? It's the access panel for
Yeah,
the
the
shower.
access panel
Yeah,
for the back of
fine.
the plumbing.
Anything else you want to see upstairs?
Tim, Portia?
No.
No.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, well, within the hour, the seller's disclosure, the lead-based paint disclosure, as well as additional pictures will be uploaded to the listing. I'm also happy to, I did record this. I can
Yep.
send it to Rich and John, and you're welcome to check it out again. If you have any follow-up questions or anything of that degree, feel free to reach out.
Yeah,
Josh, thanks so much. Appreciate the time.
Yeah, you bet. Thank you.
Honestly.
thanks, Josh. Take care. Tim, Portia, give you a call.
All right.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, you bet. Have a good night, all.
You too.
You too.